Good to go.
Good to go.
Is it MsAlready or MsAlready?
MsAlready.
MsAlready.
Yes.
Welcome to Adultish Wines.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much for having me. I know. Oh my God, these glasses are super sexy too.
Thank you. You know what? Sometimes I offer my guests I love that ting.
Oh yes. Do you hear the echo afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super sexy. I think you put me in a trance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're my big booty white girl anyway.
It's like the sound, the sound machine. Yeah, I think last time I saw you, was it at the New Year's?
Yep,
the New Year's thing
time.
on the nightcap, and you were like, "Oh, you're packing back there."
Yes, yes.
I am.
I'm jealous.
She's there.
My 33%.
Whatever's easier for you, that or
that one or that one.
Okay, yeah.
My 33% white woman won't let my booty be great. I know.
You're great in so many other ways.
I know, but I want my whole black girl magic. I want all my black girl magic from top to bottom.
No, you've got
33% kind of flat, and then it goes bow.
You got beautiful curves.
I mean, I'm not denying that.
Yeah,
but
and
however,
how tall are you? I think
5'9".
Okay, I'm 5'10".
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
If I had that extra inch, my stomach would be a little smaller. you know people
what?
always say, well, you know, you're tall and you're proportioned.
Always.
Bitch, I don't want to, you carry your weight well. Bitch, I don't want to carry it at all, first of all.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm not compact.
Yeah.
Because it would be a different type of fat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like I've always been the same. I feel like I'm the same pant size if I'm 20 pounds heavier or 20 pounds lower. And I think it has something to do with my height, which I'm grateful for. Yeah. I am. But
I get it. Because you know what? I was at 18 for so long. And then when I did lose a little weight, I still would buy 18s, but they seemed to still fit. Yeah. And my friend was like, I really think you're a 16. You should try a 16. And I tried a 16 and I was like, ain't that some shit? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you know what's funny is you were so kind and you brought me some of your MsAlready merch, which is so cute. And you brought me a medium, which I think I'm, so I will wear something tight and sexy for sure. Mm-hmm. But like how you just said, like you put 18s on. I wear larges and extra larges, like shirts, tops, things like that. And I remember there was this time at work where we were supposed to wear something at my day job. We were supposed to wear something Astro something. And I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't have anything, didn't bring anything. And someone was like, oh, I'll let you borrow mine. It's a medium. Will that work? And I was like, no, that won't work. And I felt very uncomfortable at work because it was so form-fitting. Mm-hmm. But really, it fit me like a glove.
Right, yeah.
But I just don't see myself in that way.
I think that's like a complex of being a quote-unquote big girl. And when I say big girl, not weight-wise, but also height. Because we kind of, you know, I don't know. I know, like for myself, I was always the tallest. I've literally been 5'9" since 4th grade. Like literally. 4th grade, I'm on the back row with the teacher type stuff.
Same. First grade, right. I'm in the back row.
Right. You know, so it's like, you know, it's like a thing like I just got so used to being oversized when I was younger that when I grew into my size, I didn't realize I was, you know, I got it going on.
And we need to dress a little bit better for like knowing that we got it.
Yeah.
Because we do.
When I get secure in this gut I got going on, when I get secure like some of these big girls and they stomach, I'm going to change the world. But until then, I'm going to be putting my stomach.
Well, you're going to the gym after this.
I am. You know what? I am a habitual up and down gym rat.
Okay. I
will get into it for a few months and then life will happen and then I will fall off severely. Mm-hmm. And I'm horrible. I have 2 gym memberships, LA Fitness and Planet Fitness. My health insurance pays for both of them. So I'm not even spending money. My apartment has a lush gym inside of the apartments.
Yeah.
Do you think I go? No, because I live on the 3rd floor, which means I would have to walk up and down the stairs to go.
Wait, but this is not when you're in your prime gym. When you're in your prime gym, you'll go.
I will. I'm getting back into.
Okay.
Because I had a moment. I recorded a set the other day, and I usually wear black on stage, and I wore some regular like blue jeans.
Okay.
And my stomach was stomaching, girl. And I was like, oh, hell no. Black jeans forever, okay? Black jeans, black shirt
Well, when
forever.
you're on stage, I know that it can alter and magnify things.
Right. Because when I looked in the mirror, I was like, my stomach don't look that big. And when I saw that video, I was like, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Okay, you know what? I'm not dismissing what you're saying because I do believe our feelings are valid about ourselves. However, I do think that, like, sometimes you have to think about the fact that, let's say in a year from now, you're in a different spot and you're going to be like, man, remember when I was on Paige's podcast and I was wearing that hot ass lime green shirt and I felt like shit about myself? I wish I looked like that again.
I get it.
Do you know what I mean?
I totally get it.
So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm validating it, and not that you need me to, but that has been my experience. I remember there's been photos of me where I've looked back and been like, oh my God, like look at my skinny arms. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, look at that swimsuit, how cute it looked on me when I was 18. Mm-hmm. I wish I could have my 18-year-old body. When I was 18, I thought I was disgusting. I thought I was the big girl. I thought I was blah, 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 blah. You know?
If you only damn knew.
If you only damn knew. So we need to be a little nicer to ourselves in the moment. But you're on it. You're on it. When you get off the gym, like, mojo, what do you think it is normally? Like, you're just not motivated?
My entertainment depression kicks in.
Okay.
Entertainer depression is real. You know what I'm saying?
So you're a comedian and an entertainer.
Yes.
Didn't mention that at the top.
Yes. And, you know, you just start lifing, you know? Like, and then, like I said, I don't know. I just start lifing and then I just fall into like a slump. And it's hard for me to get out of that slump. And then next thing I know, I'm watching The Biggest Loser, sitting on the couch, eating popcorn. Like, damn, I'm motivated. But I'm not doing anything. The motivation is to see them doing their thing. Like,
right.
You know, and I'm like, dang, that's what I need. I need their motivation, but I still won't do it. That's mental workout right there for me. Watching my 600-pound life and be like, God, thank you. That is not my story.
Right.
That's depression when I watch my 600-pound life.
Yeah, that is. Wow, I used to watch that.
Yeah, no, it's creepy. It's really, really creepy.
It's sad.
Yeah. So I try not to get into those spaces, but they certainly come.
Oh, they're unavoidable, and someone can tell you, get back up or do it, but it's like, it's not always.
Right. Well, you know what? I move a lot. I am the proud parent of a Boston Terrier.
Okay.
So we walk. He's a very active dog.
Yeah, Boston Terriers, those are
so
scurrying around.
I literally do a minimum 3 miles a day. But I don't feel like it helped. Like, it's not helping.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes.
Well, at least you're getting outside, getting the vitamin D.
Because if I did not have him, I literally would not. I promise you I wouldn't go outside. I promise you I would not go outside except for performances because I work from home.
Yeah.
So it's so easy just to stay in the house and let the four walls or the walls in every room cave in on you. And you just realize and you're like, shit, I haven't been outside in 6 days.
Oh my God.
So, you know, I got him when I was going through a depression from losing my dad and my ex-boyfriend 2 months apiece. And I went from literally walking barely 1,000 steps a day to almost 8,000 to 9,000 steps a day.
That's huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have that motivation.
I had to foster him for 6 months when I got sick. He went to go stay with his dad.
Okay.
And I looked at my steps. There was none. I would not go nowhere because I was sick all the time. I was just So he literally makes me move. Like, even days when I have bad days, I know I have to take him outside.
Yeah.
Even though I don't want to. I'm like, God, I don't want to do this. My back is hurting. I got a headache. I'm nauseous. I still have to take him outside. So I move a lot.
Okay.
I just, you know, I even tried Ozempic, girl. I didn't have any luck. So I stopped taking it. 5 months.
Yeah, people have 5 months and no movement.
Not a pound.
I feel like people's stress too, like people's load of life has a lot to do with weight loss.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
hormones,
like yes.
Levels.
Yes.
In your body.
Even I just watched this docuseries on Netflix about gut health. And they were saying the microorganisms in your stomach, like from when you're born, they determine what you're going to be when you grow up. They determine if you're going to be skinny, if you're going to be overweight. They determine that, and it's in your DNA.
Yeah, and I do feel like even if you want to combat that, it's an every day.
And then don't forget to add in diet. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to add that in. And
the drinking and stuff doesn't help.
Cheers.
Okay. Comedy and entertainer. Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing comedy?
15 years.
Oh my God.
I know, right? 15 years of no health insurance. Finally, I'm insured. Yay! Yay!
That is so real.
I've been living on the edge for 15 fucking years,
That's
girl.
scary.
Not really. But yeah, if
saving a monthly bill payment, but...
True, but, a lot of Google, WebMD.
Oh, no.
Emergency
You must
room
have thought you were
visits.
dying every day.
Well, there was a lot of alcohol involved, so that was alcohol and weed. So I'd be like, you know what, I'll be all right. Let me just smoke this blunt, and the nausea will go away, the cramps will stop, and let me drink this vodka, this Tito's. Tito's was the sponsor of my life for about 8 years.
Oh, no. Okay, what were you doing before comedy?
HR recruiter.
Okay.
At an oil and gas company.
Okay.
I used to hire their staff for this company. They used to make drilling composites for digging in the Gulf.
Okay.
So I just used to recruit their staff and stuff like that. So yeah.
And when you transitioned to comedy, was it to do comedy and entertainment full time, or?
What happened was dealing with oil and gas, I found myself getting laid off like every 3 to 5 years. And so I was HR. And so I was literally walking people out the building because the company was switching ownership. And so I'm watching people, I'm walking them out, and it's like, I'm sorry, hey. Mm-hmm. And then one day it was my turn. And so I had told myself, I said, you know what? I need to find something that I really want to do, because I'm working with these engineers. They're a bunch of sticks in the mud. My personality is on 5,000. Right. I would literally make their day. Like, their wives loved me because I gave them life. Because engineers are such cerebral people. Mm-hmm. They're just very analytical. They're very laser focused, and because they're creating stuff all the time. And I'm just walking in the office. Hey, I'm the only black. Especially only black woman, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working with all these corporate white men, and they're bringing me shit, buying me stuff all the time. Hey, I went deer hunting. I made you some deer meat, and girl.
Interesting.
I had one boss. I didn't have a car, and so I had finally saved me enough money to get a down payment to get this little hoopty, and I was on the phone, and I was just stressed out because I needed to get full coverage insurance. And he paid for me a year's worth of my full coverage insurance for a year. And then he got laid off 6 weeks later.
What? Oh my gosh.
I felt so bad. But, he had paid it up for a year, so I didn't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Wow, what a blessing.
Yes, it was. That wasn't a bad field, but I just knew that I was bigger than being in the office every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And taking extended lunch breaks. They'd be like, where the hell is Netra now? You know what I'm saying? She's in her car smoking a joint. She'll be in. That's how much they loved me, dead ass.
She'll be back.
Right. She'll be back. What I'm saying? She's in her car fussing with her boyfriend. That type of stuff. But, and, me and my cousins, I told you we celebrated Cousin De Mayo yesterday. And we would all of us as corporate, we would all be on email. And I would organize. That was back in the day when you could use your work email personal back and forth.
Okay. And I am just new to the corporate world. Yeah, so I can imagine that, but yeah, I'm not.
That was back in the day, man. This was back when MySpace was going on.
Okay.
Type stuff.
Okay.
So every week I would orchestrate a karaoke happy hour every Friday, and we would go to this place called Scott Gertner Sports Bar. And we would go.
That place still exists, right?
No. He has a new spot, but it's now called Prospect Park.
Okay. Well, Scott Gertner's.
Yeah, he's a staple in the city. Okay, yeah, he's been around for ages. And so it would be 15, 20 people. And I was like, I want to do something fun. And then my sister was like, let's try stand up. And I was like, no. But I would always hear it. What got me on stage, I had a friend, shout out to him. He's a comic to this day. He told me he did stand-up comedy, and he invited me and my sister to the show. And so one night we were all sitting around getting high, talking, and I'm talking about this date I went on, and he is just dying laughing. We go to the show, and he's telling my story, and the audience is dying laughing. And I'm like, my sister's like, you can fucking do that. And he's not even telling it right. Just imagine if it came from you. And that next week, I got bit. And I have not stopped in 15 years.
No way.
As long as I've ever stopped doing comedy in 15 years is probably maybe 3 weeks due to illness.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop.
So 15 years, like, is your material just your life?
Yeah, absolutely. The shit, you don't realize everything that you do is material. You don't realize.
I mean, personally, I do. Sometimes my friends, like, I'll go on a bad date and I'll go on a second bad date.
Those are always.
They're like, are you doing it kind of for the podcast? I'm like, absolutely not on purpose. Absolutely not. I would rather be at home on my couch watching SVU than going on a bad date.
Absolutely.
However, this will be good material for the podcast.
It makes total sense. Because you don't, I'm at the point, I'm 45 now. I started this when I was 30.
Okay.
So I was at my sexual peak when this started. So my comedy, I went from being potty mouth, talking about my sexcapades, talking about all the guys I'm dating simultaneously, 5 dudes. Like I go from talking about all of that to now I'm a dog mom who never has sex.
And you're celibate, right?
I'm celibate right now. And it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like, how is this my life?
Twists and turns.
You know, look, what the Lord has for you is...
These are the days of our lives.
It's like your whatever your story is. And then I find myself at 45 because I'm certainly not the spring chicken I used to be because I was a socialite when I started doing comedy. I was always in the clubs. I knew everybody. All friends with everybody. Now I'm such an introvert and I have to find stuff to give me material. Like getting a fucking dog. Like, you know, I do stuff for the experience so I can talk about it.
Right.
And I take pride in doing different things that I have yet to hear people talking about. And so that way I can make it material.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just little stupid shit that I do. And I don't even do much, but you know.
It all can turn into
right.
How often are you doing? I
literally do like 3 to 5 shows a week.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Comedy certainly has its seasons. You know, it has its things, but thank God for like private gigs. Somebody's always wanting a comedian at a baby shower. What the hell?
I've never seen a comedian in a baby shower.
Yes, I've performed at baby showers, wedding showers, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties. I'm like, hey, I am here to tell jokes. I don't know what y'all thought. You know, just, you know, corporate events.
Yeah.
Just anything.
Okay. That's cool.
People are always looking for something to make it a little extra, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm on this new thing where I just want to try. I'm not me personally do comedy, but I want to start doing new things. Rather than just going to a bar to get a drink, I want to go to like different kind of events and things like that. So I went to a comedy show a couple months ago in I forget where, in Houston somewhere in downtown, and it was so fun. I had the best time. That sounds familiar.
I saw her off a poke.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. And I was like, I want to do this again.
Yeah. Well,
so,
you know, you're friends with a comedian, so you can always come to my shows.
Yeah. And, you know,
I have 3 this
several
weekend.
other people from the Nightcap have that I've met, you know, are like, come to my show. I'm like, oh, I'm filming an episode that, you know, like they have not a residency, but like they do Tuesdays or something. I'm like, oh, it's my podcast day. I can't go, you know, but, it's just so funny to hear people's different views on things, different sense of humor.
Yeah.
What they're doing in their life that I certainly never heard of, you know what I mean?
It's such a broad spectrum, you know. You got like, I mean, it's so broad. So broad. And you will never know. You don't realize what you'll find funny until it's funny.
Right. And then the respect I have for people to get up there on stage in a room full of 10 or 50 or 100 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That awesome. Is it a rush, do you feel?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I literally get sleepy right before I go on stage. Like I'm sitting in the green room nodding off. Like a fucking heroin addict. I'm nodding off.
Oh, can't have that.
And then when I hear my name, through the roof. When I get off the stage, it's like I deflate. I'm just...
Really?
Yep.
Do you think that's because you're an introvert, like you said?
Well, it's an adrenaline rush to be on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so being on stage, all I know is I'm not going to not be funny, and I got to make these people laugh by any means necessary.
So you're on level 1,000.
Yes. I don't have time to not be funny. I don't have time to self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time. You got however many 10 minutes, 20 minutes to make a difference in these people's lives. They've paid to come and see you, or they've, just come to a free show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I need to leave an impression, and that's my objective. But as soon as I get off stage, I'm usually the one that hangs back in the green room after the show, because everybody's like, oh, they want to meet you, they want to say hi, they want all this stuff,
mm-hmm.
and I'm just not that person no more.
Okay.
Yeah, just you just get older and kind of being around so many people all the time. Like, look at Cat Williams. He's such a broad person, but he's such a drawn in, just himself person. Like Dave Chappelle. If you look at all those types of comedians, they might have started out socially, but they slowly withdraw because you come across so many people wanting something from you all the time. It's different when I want to give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
when you constantly want something from, oh my God, it's really draining.
You're just really on performance mode.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I try to sneak out afterwards. I can't sneak out. I'm bald headed. They say, oh, hey, it's you. Oh my God. Okay. Hey. And then I got to be like, yeah. And I'm not really listening. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really listening when y'all.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's honest.
Yeah. Like, I'll say thank you and I appreciate you for coming out. But after I say that, the stories that you tell me,
you don't have room for that in your capacity.
All I'm thinking about is I need to get home to walk my dog. Yeah.
How long have you been celibate?
Like almost a year.
Okay. And my question is this because I think I was not active sexually for maybe 6 or 8 months. I can't remember. But I wasn't choosing to be celibate, but I was like, I'm not having sex with these scumbags
That's
no
exactly
more.
what it is.
Okay.
So I just put celibate on it because it just sounds...
Okay.
Nicer
than me saying these scumbags.
Right. I had a sneaky link for years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was fun until it wasn't.
Yeah.
And he just didn't understand that. And so what it was
he wanted more?
No, I wanted more.
Okay.
And he couldn't give me more. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, that's fine. Well, I'm done.
Yeah, we have to be done then.
Well, what do you mean you're done? What he didn't understand that. And I was like, you don't want what I want. So why are we still doing this? So we've been doing this for 7 years, on and off.
Oh God.
For 7 years. Well, to be fair, I moved away from 5 years, but he would fly me back every few months and we'd link up.
Okay.
And then I got a boyfriend for 3-4 years. So that was totally off the table. And then when I moved back to Houston 3 years ago, we linked back up.
Okay.
And so it was just like, I don't want to do this no more. It's not fun. Yeah. I was like, just because I don't want to play your game no more. It's like playing Y2K. He go, you're a controller. I don't want to play no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just literally what it was. Right. I mean, it was cool.
Anymore.
It was cool. I just wanted something else. He tries to call every now and again. I block him, the number's blocked, but I can see when he calls still. And so I'll wait a few days and call back. You can see when someone
blocked calls you?
Yeah, because it'll come through with the little circle with the X on it. Yeah. Nice Android. I don't know how you iPhone users are.
Oh, you have an Android.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I don't like the way you said oh. We're not gonna Android shame here, boo boo.
You know what? It's just you really fuck up a group text message. And that's fine.
That you fucking start a group text message, you iPhoners.
Listen,
why don't y'all just put y'all own people in a group and text me separate, okay?
Because that's just an added step. Listen, if we're all at a weekend away together and everyone's like, send the photos, you're the bitch that's fucking up the photo send.
You know what?
I'll send the photos.
You send them separate.
And then send them to you. So I got to send them twice?
Yes. Why not? Do you want to complain about the group chat or just separate it? Treat me like I'm your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you send it to all your cousins, but then you got to send it to your mama separate because she's going to have a million questions later. You understand what I'm saying? Quit putting us in y'all's bougie group chats. That's just the answer. God.
I know someone on Android who starts a group chat, so.
That's different because we're adding y'all. We're adding y'all to our world. And we don't complain about y'all, even though y'all want to, we get a text message, adultish wines liked your, I don't give a shit that you emojied my words. Nobody asked you to fucking, I don't care. You know what? Let me tell you what I do.
You can't control my feelings. If I want to emote or emoji, then I'm going to emote or emoji.
God. So my comedian friends, we have a group chat and I hate it. And I am one of the very few Androiders. And every time they start this fucking group chat, I always type, Android user has left the group chat.
Yeah.
But I'm still in there. And they're like, Netra! And so they're literally cussing me out, thinking I left the group chat, but I'm still in there. I don't want to.
No, listen, I'm not involved in any group chats that are like crazy town. I think back in my 20s, I was in several like of my best friends' group chats, and they would all be like 5 here, 6 here, 7 there. And it would be going off all day. Funny stories about your date last night, this and that.
Yes.
That is not my life anymore. And I thank God for it. I could not handle that. But a group like, hey, we're planning this weekend. Everyone get here at this time, da-da-da. And I think people at my age just know now to like, not abuse that.
Yeah.
So, yes, I don't love a group chat either.
Yeah.
But the photo send is very irritating.
No, it's irritating when y'all send those grainy ass videos.
But they're not grainy from coming from us. They're grainy because of your phone being
every
involved
time
in
I
that
go
text
somewhere
message.
with the iPhone user, y'all swear by y'all's camera. But when I pull out my camera,
100%, y'all have great camera.
You better understand it, guys.
No, you do. I will say that. 100%. But, what sucks, though, is, like, someone with an Android will ask me to take a photo. Like, not even a friend of mine. Someone passed, you can take a photo? I'm like, how do I use this thing? So it's really a disservice to...
Just rude. Figure it the fuck out, Paige. Gosh, it's a phone, for God. It's a camera, for Christ's sake. You point and click, goddammit. What is so hard about point and click?
It just doesn't work
You know
the
what?
same.
If y'all shit wasn't so complex and y'all have to be a goddamn genius to figure out, you could be a genius to figure out an iPhone, but you can't use a basic ass Android. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all make my, like my grandma used to say, make my ass itch. I don't know what that means, but I guess, that's annoying to have an itchy ass.
Yeah, totally. No, that's very annoying.
It took me 45 years to understand it when I just said it.
No, what is worse than an itchy ass?
Nothing.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, all right. Well, when I send you the photo of us afterwards, I'll be sure to do it through...
Send it on Instagram.
Like AOL.com or something?
You know what? Really? No. Earthlink, please. Earthlink. Send it. Oh my gosh.
That is funny. Last year, you had a diagnosis or a diagnosis?
I had already had a situation going on, but I had a even bigger situation.
Okay, because you've kind of been speaking about nausea or being sick and things like that. So let's kind of unwrap that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 25.
Okay.
I thought just losing weight. I was at my max weight, 280 pounds. I lost weight, got down to 250 and thought I was like, hey, I'm sexy. And then I lost a little bit more, got down to 230. Still didn't drop the diabetes, but I was not taking care of myself. You heard me say I didn't have insurance for a majority of my comedy career. You know what I'm saying? So not doing anything, but still just pressing forward. I didn't focus on it. I was young, you know what I'm saying?
Sweeping it under the rug.
Right, absolutely.
It's not going to get me.
Right. The outside is fine. Slowly chipping away on the inside. So last year, May, it's been a year this month, the week before Memorial Day, I went out partying, had a few drinks. I really didn't drink. I really don't drink like that. It's more of a special occasion. Shout out to you. But I experienced kidney failure. And after, like when I had COVID, when I got COVID during COVID time, because I had diabetes and all that, it did a number on my kidneys, and it left me with 25% kidney function between the both of them, between two kidneys.
Wow. Okay. So during COVID, how many times did you get?
I only had it once, but I was in the hospital for like 16 days.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
wow.
So I, 25%, and they're like, you need to get it together. Like, we're going to put you on dialysis. And I was like, I'm a child of God. I got this. I'm good. But I didn't correct certain things.
Okay. Like
which
what?
Diet is 100%, sodium type stuff and sodas and all that stuff. And I was still smoking weed. And they kept saying, you got to quit smoking. It's good going in, but what it's doing when it's inside is causing a problem. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm still YOLO.
Okay.
And then I went out, and I would have these spells when I couldn't quit vomiting, so which causes dehydration. So usually it's because I'm tired. I'm running, and I'm not getting proper sleep because I really, with conditions as such, you really need your rest. And I'm just in the street. I'm doing everything and whatever. And I go to the emergency room, and I'm just like, oh, my body's in DKA, which is a diabetic I can't say it, but Google it, people. But it's just, pretty much my body is just reacting.
Okay.
And it causes you to vomit, and blood pressure is elevated, which isn't good, which is putting pressure on the heart, and it's doing all this stuff. And I go, and I'm just thinking, I just need to sleep. That's the only reason why I went. And I was like, they're going to give me stuff to make me stop vomiting, and they're just going to give me morphine, which morphine is so exciting. Oh my God. But anyway.
No, bad.
It's exciting. But I was like, I'm just going to sleep while I'm there. And then they come to me and tell me that I'm septic, that my blood is infected. It has an infection. And if we don't do emergency dialysis, I'm going to die.
Netra.
And mind you, they had just gave me the medicine to make me quit vomiting. I feel better. And I'm like, hold on, I feel great. They're like, no, you're not. If we don't dialyze you, you're gonna die. Your blood is infected. It has, bacteria in it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm looking at my mom, and I'm like, Mama, I want a second opinion. And they're like, you don't have time. You don't have time. If we don't do this now, you're going to die. So I'm crying. I'm just like, snotting. And my mom was like, it's okay.
God.
Let's, you got to do it. You ain't no turning back. You got to do it. So I had to get a catheter put in my chest. And I had to have that in my chest for 6 months. From May, I didn't get it out until the week before my birthday in November. So this is actually my first time speaking about this publicly. A lot of my friends don't know. A lot of my colleagues don't know. Right. So, I spent all summer hiding this catheter and all these bandages on my chest, wearing turtlenecks in the summer.
Not in the Houston weather.
Yeah, full t-shirts all summer. Couldn't go swimming. Oh, I cried every day. I was like, I just want to get in the pool. Couldn't take showers like that. I could shower, but I had to put bags over my chest because the catheter couldn't get wet because it's going down into your chest, into your heart. So if you got water in it, it can cause infection. And just, drama. So it's like, I could not submerge underwater for 6 months. And I'm bald, so I'm used to sticking my head under the shower and doing all that. I could not. I'm a water sign. I use water as therapy. The pool, hot baths. I couldn't do none of that for 6 months, And so it was just really like I literally cried because I have to go to dialysis now 3 times a week for 4 hours at a time.
3 times a week, 4 hours at a time.
I call it adult detention.
What is the process of
They're cleaning your blood.
Wow.
It's a blood filtration. So they hook you up to a machine and they take all your blood out of your body, run it through a machine, and put it right back into your body.
3 times a week?
3 times a week. Yes, I cried every time I had to go for like the first 4 months. I cried. I was like, and then my intimacy, I was scared to let my guy know, my sneaky link know, because I didn't feel like he was going to be emotionally mature about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know what his response was. And then I finally told him, and I didn't feel comfortable being intimate. I didn't get my titties sucked.
That's real.
I was just like, oh my God, no, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't comfortable. So then when that's another thing that helped me get over the hump with being done with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't feel comfortable. And it's like,
right. And if it's, like anyone that's going to be right, it's going to be someone who you do feel comfortable with.
So I went through that, So, I watched my dad die because of stuff like this. You know what I mean? So it just kind of like scared me. And I started doing good, but then, life started life and I started slacking a little bit. I was still smoking weed, but in order to register with Methodist kidney transplant, you can't drink.
Uh-oh.
Well, you can drink. You can't drink.
Okay.
Like every now and then. No, honest to God. Like because I ask my doctors all the time. They're like, a glass of wine here and there is not gonna.
Okay, cannot overconsume.
Right.
Okay.
They were like, no marijuana.
Okay.
And that was the hard one because that was like my scapegoat. That would numb me from whatever it is I got going on, from the relationship, from the comedy, from the health stuff. Like I would get high and just sit there and not think about nothing for hours, and it would be fine. It would be fine. But guess what? I stayed high all the time.
Right.
So, once I was trying to register, they was like, hey, you got to leave the weed alone. You could drink every now and again. But, yeah, no. So, I finally stopped smoking weed in September. It took me a while. From May to September, it took me a while to stop. I started journaling. And when I go to dialysis, that's what I do the first 10, 15 minutes there. I write my thoughts because that's what I started thinking. I was like, just write down how you feel. Because I was just so sad about what I'm going through. But every time my journal would end, me saying, but you could be dead. Stop your crying. That's literally my last line in every excerpt from writing. But I just, I just write in there every day. It's gotten better mentally because I try not to think about it, because especially since I have the catheter out. But, now I have what they call as a fistula that goes in the arm. So that's where they stick needles in the arm to do the dialysis. But it's better than having this damn thing in your chest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I just want to bring awareness to donations, like to being a donor, whether it's kidney, liver, you never know whose lives you can change, whether it's mine or the next person, a family member. One thing with registering with Methodist, they tell you to promote yourself. They're like, you never know. People from across the country don't even know some people, and they are willing to donate their kidney to somebody. And a lot of times that's what happens. Because actually with me, if I don't get a living donor, I'm going to be, just to get a donor from a deceased person, I'm going to be on dialysis for 7 to 9 years. And I don't want to be on dialysis for 7 to 9 years.
So I hope that this is not coming across ignorant or anything,
Not
but
at all.
if you're on dialysis, is your quality of life, like, you're going to be okay on dialysis?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say so. It's all in how you live your life. Just like with anything else. I wake up in the morning, I feel fine.
mm-hmm.
I don't feel like anything's going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, since I've quit smoking weed, I would literally be hospitalized like every month or every other month for at least a week or two. But since I quit smoking weed, I have not had a hospital stay.
Okay.
And it's like crazy because it helped me with my mental, but it was fucking up my body.
That's so interesting because isn't in some places weed legal specifically for medicinal use?
Mm-hmm.
Just different things, I guess.
Different conditions. Yeah.
This, it's not.
It's not
cohesive.
Nope. It's not. It's just I don't know. I guess because you're taken from somebody else. Like, with stuff like cancer, can't nobody else do nothing for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody can be like, oh, let me give you a non-cancerous gene, But if, like, even after I receive a kidney, I still can't smoke weed.
Okay. If you have to wait to receive a kidney from somebody who has passed away,
mm-hmm.
you'll be on dialysis for about 7 to 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the timeline that you're looking at. Yeah. How far does that scope go? Like, if you're waiting for a kidney and you live here in Houston, Texas, are you only waiting on kidneys in Texas?
No.
You're a number on a list in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
and
crazy.
Will all kidneys be a match for you?
And with my blood type, I can give any. I'm good for anybody else. Everybody's not good for me.
That's what type of blood I am. The O positive or negative. Yeah. I can give to everyone,
but everybody can't.
But I can't take from everyone.
Crazy? It's like head, like. It's crazy, But my sister and I are the same blood type, so her and my mom are going through the motions now of trying to get clearance through their doctors, and then we're trying to see. But it's also more than just the blood type. It also has to do with stuff like antibodies in the blood and stuff like that. So, you could be the perfect blood type, but if somebody has antibodies or too high antibodies, it's not going to work.
Okay.
So, so right now we're doing that. And like I was saying, they tell you to promote yourself. Yeah. They want you to literally create a different Facebook page and go on and promote. And they're like, use your platform to just be like, hey, I'm going through this. You could help me, or you could help somebody else. Yeah. And I like when I went to the class and they told me that, I literally bust out crying because I have a huge platform and I'm scared to release this information. I feel like, and it's crazy, Lord forgive me, but I feel like every time I give something really, really personal of myself, God is like, you're too comfortable. Let me give you something else.
No. That's
how I feel. So, like I said, this is my first. I haven't talked about this on stage. I've been dying to, knock on wood, but I'm scared I'm going to have a breakdown on fucking stage. And I'm not ready. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I've talked about it. I've talked about me having alopecia. God was like, oh, you found that funny? Okay. Here, take this hysterectomy. Oh, you found that funny? Here you go, kidney failure. God damn it! Quit giving me stuff,
Damn.
But through it all, I'm not dead at the end of the day. So, y'all go donate. Be a donor. Change somebody's life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an organ donor.
Nice. Thank you.
Like, if I die.
Yeah, absolutely.
How are you? I know you have your cousins. You just went out with them. Yeah. Like, how are you staying up and motivated, like, day to day, like, mental health? What do you...
Like, the dog.
Yeah.
And then I have nieces.
Okay.
They're, like, middle school. One's going to high school. She's about to go to 9th grade. And I don't have kids. So what motivates me is my family, my mom. I look at my life, I'm like, certainly don't want to die, but if I do die, it's going to affect people. And I don't want to affect, like, I knew people that passed away when I was, younger. But when my boyfriend passed away 3 years ago, that was the first time I felt grief.
Okay.
My dad had passed 2 months prior, but I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I spent
different
time
levels
with him, right? I was in the hospital every day, boom. But the ex-boyfriend, I had no clue because I was transitioning, moving. I was living in Chicago, and since my dad was sick and COVID had happened, I wanted to come home. So our relationship was a little estranged, but I was going back and forth to Chicago. But since my dad was in the hospital that summer, I was gone all summer. And then I went back home to Chicago in October. I had shows. We had a good time doing us because he was like my favorite boyfriend of all my boyfriends of all time. And talk every day, video chat every day, watch movies together virtually, like just goofy. You know what I'm saying? And Christmas Day, he passes away from a heart attack. 34 years old.
Wow.
Did not see it coming because he was a holistic person. He was into fasting. He was into herbs, into vitamins, and, he was that person. That was my first person I lost in life. I don't want to send my nieces through that feeling. I don't want my mom. My mom already lost my dad 2 months prior. I don't want my sister. Me and my sister are thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my cousins.
You got people to live for.
Right. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? So when I have my bad days, that's how I shake myself out of stuff. I sit on my balcony and look and be like, yo, you are here. You could be laid up in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So I try to just try to stay out of that way, or I go out and people watch. I live in Midtown. And every Thursday, Little Woodrow's has turtle races, and that is life. Do you hear me? Seeing some slow ass turtles. What's so crazy is I had an epiphany.
Go to that,
girl. And then your people be in there cutting up. Your people, it be packed in there, girl. You swear it's a UFC fight. Don't let it be an Astros game. Oh my God. There's nowhere to sit. They have a ring. They set up a ring and you sit along in the ring. And then they put the turtles on like a little surface.
Stop it.
And they put this canister over it. And then they do a countdown and they lift the canisters. And the turtles have to slide down the little thing. And whoever makes it to the outside ring first wins. And they have crazy names.
I cannot.
Girl, it is the cutest, funnest time. You can bet on them. You don't win money.
Are my people the one with the turtles?
Everybody is your people. The people who do the event, the people that are there watching, your people are off the chain. I said, your people create times that my people know nothing about. Turtle races?
That's insanity.
I like to do non-conventional things.
Well, I just told you I want to try new things, so I'm into
totally
it.
Be Cagney and Lacey on this shit. Totally. We totally can be. I just ordered some new wigs so we don't look dykish when I pull up with my bald head. That's what I hate sometimes when I feel like when I go out with like friends, I'm like, do we look lesbianish? Because people automatically think because I'm bald that I'm a lesbian. I'm like,
is that what people think these days? I think honestly, bald is a total vibe.
You would think.
People are shaving their head as like a fun thing to do.
But when a black woman does it, it's usually like a
really
thing. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
For whatever reason, or maybe that's just my insecurity. Like, do they think I look gay? I don't know.
Are you dating then? Are you interested?
Girl, I have went on 3 of the most horrible dates in like the past couple of months. I met a guy at the grocery store, so I thought that would be, you don't meet people at the grocery store. So I met him at the grocery store.
I love that.
Right. And we were getting frozen vegetables.
Okay.
So that lets me know that he was he was like smoothieing it. You know,
Okay.
That's the only reason why people buy frozen vegetables, right?
Frozen vegetables in a smoothie. I've never done that.
You never like put like
frozen
the chopped, like,
berries.
Well, yeah, that. But like I like to buy frozen spinach and put it in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
so
see
that
that
way I don't have to cut it up.
Right. Smart.
Just
Okay.
throw that in there. So, we were in that section. So I was like, okay, hey, he's a smoothie guy. And he has big arms. He's a big guy. And he was just texting me all the time.
I want to know how did the intro happen? You both reached for the same frozen spinach. You said, what do you put in your spinach? What you're putting in your smoothie? You said I like his sneakers.
Him and I was like, oh, okay. But so he was in the freezer and I was like, hey, leave that open. And so he was like, oh, okay. And so then I took out some spinach and I put it in his basket. And I said, oh, I thought that was mine. He was like, no, you didn't. I said, you're right.
Oh, love that. Okay.
So then we kind of like smiled at each other. And then I was like, I'm just kidding. Thanks. And so I took it out and I walked off. Uh-huh. So then we ended up being in line at self-checkout together. Okay. And, he was like, oh, you again. I said, that's what I was thinking. Uh-huh. So then we started talking in self-checkout and then checked out and then ended up walking out, ended up parking like 2 cars down from each other. And then we stood in the parking lot and talked for a while. And then we exchanged information. Okay. So then, he's a typical dude. So he was texting every day, good morning, beautiful. How's your day going?
Insert eye roll. Uh-huh.
Right. Because I hate that. Like,
I don't like to be called don't call me any sort of beautiful, pretty babe.
I don't have a problem.
Until I meet you. Well, I guess you guys met in person.
Yeah. But I just feel like the conversation never went anywhere we had one phone conversation and it was for hours. Do you hear me? Okay. It was like, wow. He was like, I've never talked on the phone with nobody this long before in my life. My 52 years on earth, never. I said, well, I'm guaranteed you never met anybody like me before. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, I don't know if that scared him off or what, but we never talked on the phone again besides a quick, hey, I was just hollering, Yeah. Just real simple in passing type. But he would always text. So I was just like annoyed because the text never went anywhere. Because why are you asking me how my day was? And then when I reply, I don't hear from you for hours.
Hate it.
And then when you reply, you're like, oh, that's good. The fuck? No. So then one day he texted me and I was like, here he go with this shit. This was literally like a month and a half of these text messages.
Pen pal.
Right. So then I was like, I'm going to reply back and I'm going to be like, hey, I'm not interested. Like, this is not going anywhere. I don't want to be a text buddy. Yeah. I really don't. Yeah. So then I was like, you know what? What would ChatGPT say? So I typed in ChatGPT, like type me a response to someone who's texting me all the time and I'm not interested. Let them know that I'm looking for something more. And ChatGPT gave me a response and it was like, hey, you're cool, but I'm looking for something that's a little more conversational and a little more in person. This motherfucker called me quick. Hey, let me take you on a date. We haven't got a chance to hang out. My work schedule been crazy. I'm so sick of men hiding behind their work schedule. If you really want to do something, we all gonna work. Right. If you really want to do something, you're gonna fucking do it. You 100%. Know what I'm saying? So we go on a date. I'm talking. And I'm like, this nigga's conversation is just nothing. I'm trying to pull conversation out. And then I mention my dog and then we start talking. Going back and forth dog stories. Okay. He didn't have a dog anymore, and then because he said, I have a 4-year-old at 52.
A 4-year-old
red
child.
Flag. Red flag. Yes, red flag for me. You're 52 because he has 4 grown kids and a 4-year-old. Red flag. You have a son that's 30. Your grandson and your son are the same age. Red flag. And then he said he had a roommate. Oh. I'm ready to go.
Not a 52.
I'm ready to go. Child support kicking your ass like that. I'm ready to go.
So what did you do? Did you like last the rest of the date?
Yeah, because I allowed him to pick me up. Now I have not been picked up on a date in a long time.
Oh yeah, I can't do that on a first date.
It wasn't bad. Like it was cool, you know, being picked up. There was no conversation on the way back to the house.
Yeah, you both knew what it was.
Yeah, and so I was like, all right, man. Well, it was great. Thanks. When I get that tone,
yeah, a little
it's
like,
a wrap.
all right. Yeah,
it's a wrap.
Okay.
I would like to date more. But I don't go nowhere to meet nobody. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And my tarot reader on YouTube. My tarot reader on YouTube.
I know this Scorpio is gonna be accurate as fuck.
Says it's like if you go somewhere, bitch, you will meet someone. But
well, you did at the grocery store.
Right. I'm always at the grocery store. My fat ass is always at the grocery store. Always at the grocery store. But, you know, the little tarot man is like, Scorpio, if you get your ass out and do something, you will meet people. And...
well, you'll get there when you're ready.
You know, it's hard to be social when you don't drink. When everybody's drinking.
Listen, the mocktails are like the thing right now.
Man, I'm not paying $10 for juice. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not either.
People.
I'm not either. I will literally take a soda water.
That's $6.
I went out on a date before because I had chin liposuction too.
Oh, wow.
I went on amazing, good, so happy with it.
Yeah.
I went on a first date with someone, I think 2 nights before that. And so I was not supposed to be drinking before the surgery. I didn't tell him I wasn't drinking. I don't think that's like, unless I'm choosing to be sober for my life, I don't think that's important information. Anyway, I had ordered Topo Chico, you know, and he's like, if you're not going to get anything, I'm not going to get anything. And I was like, please, I do not mind, you know, go ahead. But I thought it was very gentlemanly that he didn't. Anyway, we ended up having the best time, no booze. And I was like, hey, this can be done.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Okay. Tell me a wine of the week, even though that could have been one right there.
Wine of the week. Fucking this basket of clothes I just took out the dryer. Like, I have been looking. I don't know what I've been wearing because this basket has been having clothes that need to be folded for at least 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
I have not been wearing panties because
they're in the basket.
They're in the goddamn basket at the bottom.
That is hilarious.
I haven't even folded them. And then if I wear anything out of it, I'm going to have to iron it because it's hella wrinkled because it's been balled up
100%
in this basket.
Wow.
So I went to Target and bought new clothes.
Because you don't want to put the
that's
clean
sad.
Clothes away.
That's sad.
Damn, but relatable.
Mm-hmm. That's the worst fucking
it's
chore.
It's like getting the laundry done is like, yes, got my laundry done.
But having to fold and put away, that's the problem. Between that and you know what else I hate? Cleaning off the stove. Like when you cook,
so annoying.
Like I try to clean it as I go, but then it still might accumulate some type of whatever.
100%.
And I hate it. My stove will look like a fucking madhouse.
Oh no!
If I don't clean as I go.
See, what I hate worse is a nasty stove.
Oh my God! Well, you don't want to see my stove. You don't want to see. Not letting me cook like spaghetti. You know when the sauce be popping every fucking where. Oh my God! It's all on the microwave. I try to clean it, but then you get to I wiped it 4 times already. You
I know.
Like,
you need that Clorox wipe. Oh my God, that is so funny.
I have them. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, this was fun.
Hell yeah, as always.
Thank you for coming.
You're always a good time, girl.
Thank you. You are too.
You're my white girl spirit animal.
Okay.
You and Taylor Swift.
Oh.
I'm a Swiftie girl.
I'm not really a Swiftie.
Oh, what?
I've been trying to listen to her new Tortured Poets Chinga Chinga, and I just can't.
Oh my God. So I like
just
her.
Don't get into it.
Listen, I have 2 biracial nieces, okay?
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
They make me like shit, like Korean
I think
pop
she's talented. I think obviously, like, there's no denying she has a following. She is talented. Mm-hmm. She has a beautiful voice. I do think a lot of her music sounds the same.
Yeah.
It has the same inflection.
You know what? Because she doesn't sing. She like melody talks.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. And if I got free tickets to her concert, would I go?
I would totally fucking go.
Yes. If I had to pay Beyonce prices, I would not.
I would never.
Because I did go to Beyonce.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I'm a Beyonce girly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't like how they try to compare them because they're literally apples and green beans.
Yeah, and I just feel like they're trying to also pit them against each other in some way, and I just feel like they both go to each other's things, support each other.
They're two
Good for them.
different types of artists. One sings and dances, and the other one like makes sounds over a microphone. Like, I love Taylor, but she does not have a singing voice. She's like the white Mary J. Blige of her generation.
Whoa.
She is. She makes sad music, and the more sad, and you know,
people relate to it.
Right. If she tries to make happy music, people are like, what the fuck is this? You know, go back to It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Like, I love that fucking song. I can relate so much.
We're all the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, where can my listeners find you on social? And I guess they'll get the details for your upcoming shows there then as well.
Instagram, go to MsAlready, MsAlready. TikTok, Netra, Netra, Netra. So type it in 3 times on TikTok. Cash App, Funny Blessing, please. If you're not going to donate me your kidney, donate me $100 to $500. I will take it all. Again, it's $ Funny Blessing. Funny Blessing, BLESSING. Venmo, Netra. PayPal, netrababin@gmail.com. If you want to book me, definitely you can hit me on any of my socials or netrababin@gmail.com. Please send your deposit to Funny Blessing on Cash App.
Stop, I'm dead.
If you want to donate a kidney, listen, if you've thought about being a donor, visit Houston Methodist livingdonor.org. They'll give you all the information. It'll ask you a series of questions, and you just do your history and find out if it's something for you.
I'll put that in my as well as your socials, not your Venmo or Cash App, but I will put the.
You will put the cash back. It's in my contract. Don't forget Funny Blessing on Cash App. If anybody's in Houston, I do shows all the time, so whatever I'm doing, it's on my social media. If you're in Houston this week, I'm at the Riot every second Thursday of the month. That's in Houston, over in Montrose. Show's called Minority Report. It's a very you people club, and
white people welcome.
It's a very you people, but on second Thursday, it's my people, and that's where Minority Report comes in. So it's urban comedy, you know. So, but yeah, it's a very mainstream club. But second Thursdays is Minority Report, and I just book minority comics, and we all perform stand up, and then we come together. Wait, that sounds weird. We pause. We get on stage together, and we discuss current events, like funny current events. And stuff like that, and just show y'all how we come up with our process of writing. Yeah. So that's every second Thursday. And then this weekend, I'm at the Secret Group. I'm hosting the 8 o'clock, and I'm headlining the 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
Are you at the Secret Group on Saturdays typically?
It varies. Okay. Because they have a booking system. So, I'm there a few times a month, Friday or Saturday. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So just your Instagram to stay connected.
Yeah, absolutely. Cypress, Texas. If you're out there, Cypress, Katy, Rosenberg area, I'm at a place called She Goat Daiquiri. Every third Friday. It's Funny Flow Fridays, and I host it and bring some friends, and we have a good ass time at a daiquiri shop, and it just goes up. It is off the chain. And yeah, starting in June, I'll be every Wednesday at this place called the Man Cave. Okay. So this guy has a barbershop, and he opened up a bar, like a lounge in the middle.
Is his Instagram Man Cave Yelp?
No, it's Go Getter. Okay. Man Cave. Yeah. So he has like this lounge in between his barber chairs. His barber chairs are in separate rooms, but it's cute, you know. So I'll be there every Wednesday in June. So yeah, that's what I got going on a little bit. Oh, next Saturday I'm gonna be at this place in Third Ward called the Quad. There's a promoter named Floyd Johnson. He used to throw parties back in the day, but he's doing this comedy show for past Heisman Trophy winners. So Warren Moon's going to be in the building, and the first black NFL quarterback is going to be in the building. So we're doing comedy for them. So it's going to be rich niggas in the building. I got a wig on order just for that because I'm catfishing these old ass men. Yes. Hopefully they dick still works. But
and hopefully they don't have a roommate.
Please. Oh my God, please don't. Unless it's your mama, I understand. If it's your mama, we getting old. Listen, we getting old. We have to start taking care of our parents. You know what I'm saying? Because if I keep having to pay $50 for trash, I'm gonna be moving back home with my mama. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? My mama getting old. I'm
not even gonna get into my parent thing, but I'm happy that I don't have to take care of my parents.
Oh, well, that's a blessing because my mama getting old.
My mama's dead. Thank you so much for coming.
Awkward. Well, you don't want to go visit her. Oh my God.
Netra, MsAlready, thank you so much for coming. So much, I enjoyed it.
I love adultish wine.
Thank you.
Don't forget Funny Blessings.
Oh my God. See you here or any of those shows or on the Nightcap.
Absolutely.
Okay. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Love you, Whiners. Bye.
You are a mess. My mama's dead. Oh, hey.